village crier or whatever they call it, he went and said, Nandakumar, Nandanandan, the prince of Braj, has a terrible headache, terrible fever. He's about to leave this world. And the only thing that will cure him, if someone can fill this pot with water from the Yamuna and bring it to Nanda Baba, and they will sprinkle on Krishna, and that will cure him. So we ask all the chaste ladies of Vrindavan to please take this pot and bring the water. So then they had some meeting. Yashoda met with some of the ladies of the village when they heard that announcement. Said, so who should we select? And everyone said, oh, Jatila. Jatila is very chaste. Jatila, she's very, very chaste. She can bring the water. So they took the water, they took the pot, and said, you fill this and bring it. So she put it in the Yamuna, and all the water ran out. All the water. When Jatila put the pot in the Yamuna, picked it up, the water flew out of the pot. And then she gave it to her daughter Kutila. Said, "Go bring this pot back and say that I don't feel good today. I can't do this." So then Kutila brought it back. So, oh, yeah, Jatila is not feeling good. Maybe you can ask some other ladies. I think she's not feeling very good today. She doesn't feel she can carry that big pot up the hill to the top. So then they said, anyone? So all these older ladies that are married ladies, they said, who? Well, anyone amongst us, because it doesn't, even if you're married, you can still be chaste, because you're chaste to your husband. So they say, any other ladies? And they say, well, yeah, there's many ladies we can suggest, but they're pretty old, and that pot of water will be pretty. And one lady said, well, what about Radharani? Everyone knows she's the most chaste lady in Nandagram. And so, in that assembly, they called, when Yashoda Rani was calling all the elderly ladies, she called ladies from different areas. She called Mukara to come. Mukara came from Mukarai, and Kirtida came from Varsana, and from Yavat she called Jatila, and they said, listen, we're all the seniors here, all the seniors representing the different villages of Yavat, Mukarai, Varsana, Nandagram. So who should we choose to be the chaste lady? So then Mukara, and so Jatila was there, and they said, we all chose you, Jatila. She said, yeah, I know, but I'm too old, I can't carry this pot. Okay, that's okay, Jatila, no problem. So Jatila, true to her gender, she was lying. She secretly went down there, she told her, even her daughter, she didn't go. She told her daughter, Katila, to wait. And she went down by herself. When she picked up, all the water ran out. So she ran back, and her daughter said, what happened? Oh, my back hurt, it really hurts. You take this pot back. So now Yashoda's asking Jatila, so we were counting on you to cure my son's headache, but you're too tired and your back hurts. So they asked all the ladies, Jatila, let's everyone brainstorm here and think, which lady can we choose to be to get the water? So Mukara said, well, my granddaughter Radharani, I know she's perfectly chaste. I have full faith in my granddaughter Radharani. And Jatila was saying, huh? She kept quiet, and she didn't want to say anything. And Yashoda said, yes. Anyone have any other idea? And someone said, well, how about Chandravali? And they said, oh yeah, Chandravali. Yeah, Chandravali, she's very famous. She's very chaste. Her husband is Govardhan Mala. She's very famous for being very chaste, and she's a little older than Radharani. We should better ask Chandravali first. So they asked. So then, Chandrabhanu was called. Oh, Chandrabhanu, can you ask your daughter? Acha, TK. So then Chandravali hears this. You go to Yamuna, bring this pot. Oh yes, Father, I'll bring. So yes, I'm chaste. So she picked it up. All the water ran out of the pot. All the water ran everywhere. Chandravali picked up the whole pot full of holes. So then they said, okay, well, let's call Radharani, because Mukara was suggesting Radharani. So let's call Radharani. So then they didn't call Radharani, but they called Vrishabhanu. And Kirtida went and said, oh Maharaj, oh Patiji, all the senior ladies of the Braj Mandal are saying that they want your daughter Radharani to collect this water because she's a chaste lady, and only a chaste lady can carry this water to cure Krishna's headache, the son of the king, Nandakumar. So Radharani said, yes, surely. So Radharani, she went to the Yamuna, and she put the pot down on the banks of the Yamuna, and she prayed to Krishna. She said, Krishna, my man, my tan, my man, tan, dan, my body, mind, everything is for your happiness and pleasure. And I'm your servant, I'm your beloved, you're my prananath, you're my everything. So please make some kind of arrangement so this water doesn't fall out of this pot. Okay? So now, when Radharani put the pot, this big clay pot with 1,000 holes in it, when Radharani submerged that pot in the Yamuna, Krishna expanded himself as Paramatma. And the Paramatma entered into the pot, and he put his finger, he expanded in thousands of hands. Sarvato panipadam tat sarvato shisharomukam. There's one verse in the Bhagavad Gita. There's one verse in the Bhagavad Gita. Sarvato panipadam tat. Sarvato pani. Pani means hands. And pani means hands. So Krishna, it says in Gita, Krishna's hands are everywhere. So Krishna expanded as Paramatma, Vishnu, and he entered inside the pot, and with thousands of fingers, he expanded with thousands of hands, with thousands of fingers, and he put his fingers in all those holes, invisibly, no one could see. He's inside the pot, inside the water. And Radharani, she said, oh Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And she picked up the water pot, and not a drop of water was leaking. She has this little straw ring on her head, it's a little straw donut, like ring, and it's wrapped with silk and very beautiful designs and very colorful. A little tassel hanging on the side. And when Radharani puts it on her head, looks like a tiara. Tiara, you know tiara? Tiara means a crown. It looks very beautiful, very colorful. And then of course, it's yellow cloth. It's like her halo. It's like Krishna's color. Little pearls and little diamonds and hanging, like nice. And she puts the water pot, and then she's walking. And everyone's looking. Lalita's walking next to her in Vishaka. Radharani, she said, is there any water coming? Nothing's coming. The pot is totally dry. In 10 minutes, the wet pot from the Yamuna dried in the hot air. So they're walking, and they say, my God, this is a miracle. So that's what we say, devotees say, we don't believe in miracles, we believe in Krishna. And Krishna does miracles for the devotees. So Radharani's walking, and she's, how's it going, Lalita? Hey Vishaka, how's it going? So far, so good. So far, so good. Keep your fingers. And Radharani said, hey Sakis, keep your fingers crossed. So they're carrying, up inside the palace, eagerly waiting and anticipating inside the palace of Nanda Bhavan was Yashoda and Mukura and Jatila and all the married gopis, elderly gopis of Vrindavan. They're waiting to see what would happen. So walking into that assembly, all these senior elderly gopis, Radharani and her entourage, Lalita, Vishaka, Saki, and Adi, and they're all looking. And Mukura said, oh look, just see, there's my granddaughter, Radharani, and she's carrying the water pot. Just see how chaste, Radharani's the most chaste lady in the entire Braj Mandal. Only Radharani, no other gopi, but only Radharani could carry this water for Krishna's headache from the Yamuna in a pot full of 1,000 holes and not a drop leaked out. Radha Rani ki jai. So then Radharani presented the pot to Yashoda, and Yashoda went in, and Nanda took the pot, and they went in and sprinkled it on Krishna's forehead, and he was moaning, I'm dying. And then as soon as it drops, sprinkle on his forehead, I feel great. Oh, I'm hungry. I want to eat. So this is a story to prove that Radharani is the most chaste lady in the entire universe.